Hi, Tracy here from the West Grey Public Library. Welcome to our Gentle Chair Yoga session. Today, before we get started, I just wanted to mention two books that we have in our circulation that would be just have a lot of really great practices similar to what we've been doing here through our sessions over the summer. I know when I show you on the camera here that it does come up backwards. So when this is posted later, I'll list the book there so that if you're interested, you're welcome to give us a call at 369-2107 and you could place a hold on these books, or you can do so yourself by going to our website and placing a hold on our catalog. The first one is Chair Yoga. Some really great seated exercises in here, but also some standing as well. And then the other one, just so you can see the cover, is Fast Track to Aging Backwards. Don't let the name of that book discourage you at all. It has some really great practices in here, just some gentle movements and just various sequences that you can put together. So before we get started today, we're actually going to use a book for a few of our exercises. So when you're ready, grab a chair and also a book. This one here perhaps is a little bit heavy for this. I'll bring the other one with me as well. We'll be just lifting a book overhead. So if you have a book with you, perhaps you're reading a novel right now, and we'll just set that off to the side, and we'll use that in a few moments. And then when you're ready, just coming to sit onto your chair, coming to the edge of your chair, where your feet can plant and ground firmly on the surface beneath you. And that you feel supported through the pelvis and through the weight of the torso on your chair. That you're not leaning back into the chair, but that you're sitting up nice and tall. And we'll just take a moment and bring the shoulders up towards the ears and pull them back, drawing the shoulder blades together. We'll do a few slow circles like this, which just can help us to find a nice tall spine. Sometimes we're not even aware perhaps of some of the slouching that can happen throughout the day. So just rolling the shoulders gently here a few more times. And then as you soften those down, just relaxing, feeling a very gentle lift to the chest, but even more so, a very gentle lift right from the crown of your head, as if someone was just gently pulling a string, very gently lifting you up a little bit taller. So staying relaxed through the shoulders, we'll take the hands and we'll just place them on the chest and on the belly for a moment. Just feeling the breath here with the hands. We don't want to necessarily change it at all, but just become aware of the sensation of movement of the breath in and out of the nostrils. Just feeling the breath as it expands in the chest. Maybe it trickles down into the belly and the rib cage a little. Just a few like this. We're just beginning with a few centering breaths. Just bringing our hands here, or even just bringing our attention to our breath can help to soften and to deepen it, perhaps even to slow it. And then resting your hands down at your side. If you're just hopping on and joining us live now, we will be using a book as a prop today. So if you happen to have a novel nearby, if you can just have that available to you. So sitting up with that nice tall spine, we'll just start to lift the chin up towards the sky. And then with your exhale, drop the chin down towards your chest. Doing this a few times here, inhaling to lift. And exhaling to draw the chin down. If you find it helpful and focus or attention to have the hands on the body when you're breathing and bringing energy and attention inward, you're welcome to do that as well. more like this. So really slowing the movement down to pair it with your breath. And then settling the head to rest here. Taking the head from side to side now. And as you turn the head from side to side, just inviting that gentle stretch, keeping the chin low and level with the ground. And perhaps allowing the eyes to just softly move with the gaze, noticing your surroundings. Noticing things off in the distance. Beautiful. And just coming back to center with the head and the neck. We'll reach the arms out to the side. And just have the palms and the fingers down towards the ground. And then on your inhale, rolling the palms up towards the sky, feeling the shoulder blades draw back and down, and an opening across your chest. And then turning them down and forward, feeling the upper shoulder roll in and the shoulder blades perhaps making a little bit more space, and then drawing them back. Just doing this a few times, moving from the shoulders and the hands. And then with the palms down, we'll drop the head to one side. Just taking a few slow breaths here. Maybe imagining any tension from the head and the neck, dripping down the neck, the shoulder, and out the arm and the hand. And then lifting up and just dropping that over to your other side. Tension from the neck, and then bringing the head back up to center. We'll take those fingertips now and touch them onto the shoulders and start to draw nice large circles with the elbows. So again, just finding that gentle squeeze behind the back in the shoulder blades. You can pair this movement with breath. Inhale to open and expand, lifting the elbows. And exhale as you squeeze and draw them back and down. Nice, and then just releasing from that, we'll reach the arms straight out to the side, pressing as if you were imagining that you could make the space that you're in the room a little wider. So dropping the shoulders down and pressing through the palms, you'll spread the fingertips. You may feel a little tension in the top of the forearms. So you can add a soft bend to your elbow, just stretching that out with a gentle spreading of the fingers. And then turning the fingertips down towards the floor and pressing through the top of the palms here, and the back of the hands. And then release that down. Just take a moment to relax the shoulders. We'll take the right hand and we'll bring it forward. So the thumb's actually going to face down, the palm's going to face forward. The fingers are going to hook so the left hand can come into that. We're going to send the right elbow a little higher up towards the sky and the left down towards the floor. And as you roll the shoulders back and down and lengthen through the crown of your head, a little bit of pressure down into your feet and into your seat. And then pull through the hands here. And as you pull, find an inhale. And then as you exhale, just allow the hands to release. You may feel a little bit of tension created in the upper back and shoulders. And then release that tension as you soften through the hands. Inhaling, spreading elbows, pulling through the tips of the hands. And exhale and just softening that down. A few more like that. Nice, just releasing from that, bringing the hands down. Just notice how that has settled in your upper back and shoulders, and your chest. And then we'll take the left hand and we'll place it forward, thumbs facing down, hooking the fingers so that the right hand can come in here. The left elbow is going to head towards the sky this time, and the right will move down towards the earth. And as you sit tall here and find an inhale, you engage and pull the hands apart. And then exhale, just allow that to soften the grip. Inhaling, generating, creating a little bit of tension, pull between the hands. Exhale, releasing that, relaxing through the back and shoulders. One more time. And releasing that down. Just noticing how that feels. So we'll move through a few exercises of opposites. So crossing the body with the arms and the legs, which can help to stimulate and activate both sides of the brain, the right and the left, which can help with focus and concentration. So what we're going to do to begin is we'll take the right hand to the left knee as you lift it up and press the two together. And then we'll opposite left hand, right knee. So sitting tall here, just gentle pressing in with the hand to the legs. Maybe you close the eyes and it almost becomes a little bit of a moving meditation similar to a march. Just gentle pressure, can be even just a light tap. Softening the jaw and the face. Moving at any pace that feels comfortable for you. Breathing gently. And one more to each side. Bit of twisting with that as well, and relaxing the hands and the arms. Just notice how that feels. Maybe even feel a little tingling or a bit of energy moving in the body. We're going to move opposite arm and leg again, but we won't be crossing the body this time with this one. So we'll lift the right arm up towards the sky. And as you sit up nice and tall, you may press down into your right foot a little bit, and you're going to extend your left leg. So very similar to our march here, then we'll bring that down and press into your left foot as you lift your left arm and extend your right leg. So just marching, alternating, extending the right arm and left leg, the left arm and the right leg. Finding a nice tall reach, using the foot on the ground here as a bit of an anchor point for you to sit tall. Again, perhaps closing the eyes and moving in a very gentle form of meditation here, allowing the mind to rest on breath and gentle, simple movements here. One more time on each side. And then relaxing that down. We'll take the arms up overhead, all the way, reaching here, grabbing for your right wrist. And as you root down through the feet and through your seat, pull that wrist up and over and create a nice side bend here. You're welcome to also grab the side of your chair with your left hand if that feels more supportive. Reaching arms up. Right arm can grab for the left wrist up and over, side bend here, or perhaps grabbing for that chair just to give you a little extra stability or even a little lift. Nice, and then releasing all of that down. We'll bring the weight forward into the feet, bringing the hands to the thighs and coming to stand. We'll bring the feet just a little bit closer together here and have a bend in your knees and in your hips, and place the hands down onto the upper thighs, into the knees. With the feet planted here, we're going to start to move the knees in a circular motion. It's going to be a very small range of motion, very gentle. Staying planted through the feet as you move here. So feeling the weight distribution between the heels, the outer edges, the fronts of the feet, the balls of the feet, the toes, the inner arches. Just moving gently here. And then we'll move that in the opposite direction. So same thing, planting through the feet, just moving in a nice circular motion. Just getting a little bit of fluid into the hips and the knees and the ankles if you've been sitting a lot today. And then come up to standing. Stand the feet a little bit wider, and we're just going to draw a nice big circle with the hips here. So reaching back and out to each side with the hips, with the tailbone. Again, just to get some movement in the body. Let the arms hang heavy at your sides as you move, just creating these nice big circles. And then we'll move in the opposite direction. Wonderful. And then just take your time, slowing that circle down. And we'll come back to sitting onto the chair. Planting through the feet and tall through the spine. Grabbing for your book. So if you've just hopped on, you missed the very beginning, I will be mentioning some books in the comments as well, or just in our post here afterwards, but I wanted to just do a little bit of movement with a book. So we're going to take a book and place it on your right hand, and you're going to just set it at about shoulder height. You can decide on the heaviness and thickness of your book here, but just to get a little bit of movement through shoulders. Sometimes when we have tension, we want to always stretch that out, but a little bit of movement or even some weight can help to kind of stimulate and get the blood flow moving. So just spread the palm wide so you feel that book supportive, and just even feel and notice the weight on your hand here. And then as you breathe in, we're just going to slowly start to press and reach that up overhead, going only as high as it feels comfortable for your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder. And then exhale and just bring that down. We'll do this 5 times. Just slowly with your inhale, lifting that up, and exhale, bringing that down. That was 1. Doing this 5 times. Perhaps that was your 5th as well. As you bring that down, we're going to take it out in front, just to move the hand in front of you as if you were serving in a circle here. And then change your direction, offering that out in front of you, just reaching wide with the arm, shoulder. Nice, and then we'll just take that book and set it down into your lap. And just notice how that feels in through your shoulder. I always love to hear comments below, so feel free afterwards to just make any notes of how that settles for your arms and shoulders. We'll take a full breath in. Let's just reach the arms up overhead for a moment. And exhale, pressing the palms down. Just a nice centering breath. Take the book again, we'll place it on your left. We'll do one just to start, just to feel it out. How does it feel a little different on this side? You may notice, just to feel the book may feel heavier or lighter. And then moving through that same movement of lifting with your inhale, and we'll do this 5 times, and your exhale will bring you back down. Once you've completed your 5, reaching that out in front of you with that nice large circle as if you were serving your book. And then change your direction. Excellent. And then we'll rest that down. You can set the book off to your side. We'll bring the backs of the hands together with the fingers pointed down, just a gentle pressing of the hands here that can get a little fatigued on the wrists. So just taking maybe fingertips towards you and away, just a gentle stretch here with the hands. Nice, and then hands out to your side. Inhale all the way up nice and tall. Exhale, bring the hands back behind you, maybe grabbing for the sides of the chair or the back of the chair. And then as we press down and root through the feet in the seat, lift the chest up here. Lift the chin perhaps gently, just feeling a nice gentle back bend, opening to the chest as you find a few soft breaths here. Nice, releasing from that. We'll move to a twist. So turning towards your right side, grabbing for the right leg, in the back of your chair, the side of your chair. Always nice to move the spine in all different directions every day. Looking over that right shoulder. And then turning, taking that to your left. Grabbing for the left thigh, rooting down, rising up, and gazing over your left shoulder. Nice, and then coming back through center. We'll take a moment again. Let's warm the hands. Just a few centering breaths before we complete our session today. So warming the hands, resting them over the eyes, the eyebrows, or the forehead. Just feeling the warmth of your hands against your eyes. And then again, warming the hands together. A little friction into the palms. One hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. Taking a few centering breaths, observing your inhale and your exhale. And softly opening the windows to your eyes, finding a smile to your mouth. Thank you everyone for joining me here. I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye-bye.